system replacement with Safeguard and Geron Intercom systems with Telecenter ICS network control. Dr. Bodner, do you have information on this item?
Madam Clerk, Governing Board, Cabinet, I don't have a presentation, I just have a summary of what's really happening with this. Our current systems are all 15 plus years old. They're no longer supportable through parts. We're having to make parts, pull parts, just to keep all of the systems running across the district. When the systems were put in, we had some classrooms that are no longer being used as classrooms. They've got call buttons in rooms that are no longer a classroom. At the same time, we've got rooms that we're using as classes that don't have call buttons in them now. So the bottom line is after some awareness has happened over the last couple of years, looking at the security features and so forth that we needed, we went out with an RFQ with some specific requirements into a new system. Call buttons in every classroom, intercoms and PA systems in all school buildings and all district office buildings, because we currently do not have intercom connectivity with any of our district office buildings. Emergency 911 buttons in the front offices, 3 of them, one to be at the front desk, one to be in the office manager's office, and one in the principal's office, as well as one in the district office east and district office west. Automatic notifications, so that whenever a lockdown is done, it automatically sends an SMS, text message, and an email to those people required, so that somebody in the front office doesn't have to remember, I have to call the superintendent. It's an automatic notification to those people that need notification. Automated public address announcements upon activation, so no longer does somebody have to pick it up. They can push a button and it automatically calls with voice over the PA system a lockdown or an evacuation or whatever we have to be doing, a fire drill. Network control centralized as well as local. So the system can be monitored and controlled from a district office location as well as locally by each one of the front offices. If the network goes down, each system operates separately without going down. An uninterruptible power supply to the system, so that if the power is lost in the building, we still continue to have our emergency services as well as our PA. Telecenter system, the telecenter system is a system that goes on top of it that connects to our network, that also allows us to interface this system, such as at Papago. Papago has some automated doors, so this system actually, when you push the lockdown, can actually lock the doors that we have automated locks on. It can automatically open the doors if we're having to do an emergency evacuation or a fire. So all of that is built into the system. It is expandable. Moving down the road, it will interface with other common systems throughout.
I have a question about the automatic lock doors.
Certainly.
So how does that not conflict with fire safety?
It doesn't conflict solely because of the fact that the fire department has access.
Okay.
The other issue is it can be overridden at the front office with a key.
And you said that's only at Papago though?
Papago is the only new school that has automated doors. As we continue to move down the road, either rebuilding or refurbishing schools, and we look at the security at those campuses, this would give us the option to move forward on certain security requirements that the system would also support. Any questions?
Any questions or comments? Discussion?
I'm looking at the dollar amount, and I know you've told us a lot of things that this buys, but is there a breakdown anywhere?
I can actually bring you a breakdown by site, by actual component, if that's what you're looking for.
So does this address each of the sites?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's a comprehensive solution so that...
This covers every school, every classroom, every building that we have in the district.
And we're utilizing bond funds for this, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do the classrooms have telephones in them now, or no?
Yes, ma'am, they do.
So we had talked the last meeting, or on Saturday, I guess, about, the hopeful construction of new schools. So, like, let's say Mac and we're able to, rebuild that school, how, am I thinking about this intercom system the right way, that, it'll be like telephones and things like that, and they'll just be removed and then reinstalled on a new campus? Is that how that will work? You know what I mean?
That's correct.
Okay.
Is there a monthly monitoring fee that has to be paid in addition to this?
No, ma'am. This is network monitored by the network administrators. The system will actually tell us if we lose power somewhere, or if we lose what's called PoE, or power over Ethernet, to a specific device. So number one, it will give us actually more information than we have today as to what the condition of the intercom and security system is. At the same time, the 911 is directly connected to, you cannot connect a button system directly to the police department, so it goes directly to Bonds in turn, who is our security that we do pay for. They monitor our fire, they monitor our security and so forth. They would actually make the direct phone call to the police department to actually notify not only that there's been a call, but where that call is coming from, what office, and so forth. Because they'll actually be able to see that it's at the front desk, it's in the principal's office, or it's in the office manager's office, or it's at district office east or district office west.
So does this system also include cameras?
No, ma'am, we already have cameras built within the system.
In terms of installation, sorry to jump in, did you have another question in that? In terms of installation and timing, walk me through when it's.
It's going to take 4.5 years to do it. I'm kidding. 6 to 8
That
weeks.
sounds me, it's getting late.
It will take approximately 6 to 8 weeks once they get the notification, and they will be doing some work in the evenings and on weekends.
Are there any other questions?
I'm happy to make a motion if there aren't any other questions.
Would you probably?
Yeah, I was gonna say, when I'm counting, I'm like, oh, maybe we can't vote on it, but I can still make my motion. Right? Low tech.
And to be honest with you, this actually, of the 3 vendors that we got, this was the lowest price, but actually the best product that we felt was on.
She had mentioned Mackin schools, so if they were to put this in 6 to 8 weeks in all the schools, and they put it in Mackin, and then we get a bond override and.
The intercom system, as well as the network system that controls it, will be pulled out, held until we make the building right and put in with the current. Obviously, as we build a new school, we're going to put in new speakers, new cabling and so forth, so it would directly interface with those.
And so, just to that point, are we incurring the additional cost of removing it and then reinstalling it, or is that something that district staff has the capacity to do themselves?
We would remove it ourselves. I'm not sure if we would incur a warranty issue if we installed it ourselves, that I would have to factor, because these come with a 5-year warranty. I'm probably pretty certain that the company that is getting this is the company that has done most of our security systems and so forth over the past, and that they would probably do this for us as part of the installation.
Is there a motion?
I move the governing approve replacing the district intercom systems throughout the district with Safeguard and Drawn intercom systems with Telesender ICS network control for an amount not to exceed $293,328.67.
A second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next category is general